is a city that traditionally gets much less snow than its Buckeye State rival up in Cleveland, but we are under a thick blanket of the white stuff here at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On 1st and 10, Goff. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Looking for Campbell downfield. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Bengals are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect. I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Here we go. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. Hey, we got Mike 50. Mike 50, yo. I got you. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. Get this. You're all mine.
3rd and 2, now Burrow. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They run it with Carson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now gone. And that is incomplete.
These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-0.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Goff. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. A handoff, it's Eckler. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
You think about this strong safety position. You know, they're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way you press the hole, absolutely perfect.
And now they will throw it with Burrow.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll make it 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
From midfield now, Burrow. Being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 3rd down. And
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Burrow.
That's into the hands of Eckler. And he is going to have another his 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Like everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the 1st down. first down. It's Patterson, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. And they go play action now. Burrow.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Steelers are going to have it here just past the 25.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try to get things settled down a little bit.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their... Timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Frazier to throw.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now Frazier.
They'll roll him out right. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Frazier. That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35.
And the Steelers first down.
Now it's Carson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Dashing through the snow. 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TV.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands? And off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Extra point through the snowflakes, something good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Frazier. That's complete to Davis. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Pittsburgh.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Let's go, baby.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Carson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Throwing is Frazier.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this one is incomplete.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
To throw is Frazier.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 26.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
On 1st and 10, Frazier. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he is all the way up past the 25. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Three yards remain for 2nd down.
Check nickel. 11 MT.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
This, the 2nd meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year, and it was the visiting Bengals who came away with the victory in that one, so they'll look to take the season series now here at home in Cincinnati.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Now Burrow. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
You'd have to imagine, given the snowy condition, lots to talk about at halftime for these two coaching staffs. Plenty of decisions to be made for this second half for sure. And for the call, we hand it back over to Brandon Gaudin.
Indeed, Coach. Thanks very much. And that snow you alluded to showing no signs of stopping, at least in the foreseeable future.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Burrow will throw.
Now room for Eckler.
And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
59 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Left guard defense. Here we go. Check, 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 check. 11.
On second down and 4. Burrow. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. On the screen, this is Eckler. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
Good call there on 1st down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
On second down now, it's Patterson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's a second down. Now a first carry for their fullback. And maybe shades of the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And this time he is in. Austin Eckler, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And they'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Off play action. Frazier. Looking for Campbell downfield. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Will Harris. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
The Bengals drive about to get going. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12. They'll run here with Eckler.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
11 mighty. Under 10. Tighten up.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
12.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McKenzie. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point attempt to come here. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score. Bengals 14, Steelers 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Big 13.
Burrow looking to pass. This is swung out to Eckler. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
This game has been a lesson, a clinic in how to throw the football. I mean, even with a big lead, they're not turning off the engine. They're not getting off the gas at all. They plan to keep going at them, and it's working for them.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 37. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. 83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
First down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now Gurley. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. This is a counter play. Eckler, and he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
It's Eckler again. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So